Tonight I'm going to talk a little bit about early commercial aviation and especially the first transcontinental trip made by air and rail. It all started with this, a little book of handwritten notes that you can see here. I had always known that my great-aunt Grace had made the transcontinental trip. It was part of family lore, people talked about it. I remember Aunt Grace, but only very vaguely. I was a small child when she passed away. And it wasn't until some artifacts passed to me, some pictures of which you'll see this evening, that I looked into it a bit and I realized that I had a story here, and probably a rather unique story. And I can pretty much promise you that the presentation that you are going to see tonight is the only one of its kind in existence. In 1925, the post office decided we don't want to do aviation anymore, and they started to bid out the different mail routes to private enterprise. The time seemed right to launch a bigger initiative, and Charles Lindbergh and his backers were certainly part of that. So altogether, this came together to create a new company, and the new company was called the Transcontinental Air Transport Company, or known for short as TAT. The trimotor was about 50 feet long, had a 77-foot wingspan, and it could take 10 to 14 passengers depending upon how it was configured. It cruised at about 122 miles per hour. It could go as high as 18,000 feet, but it usually cruised in the vicinity of 5,000 and under range. This is the detailed and probably quite expensive map given to the travelers at that time. It's a beautiful piece that I have in my possession. And this is the inside of that map that details the route. But even though TAT existed and provided that air rail service for only about 18 months, historians and people agree that it was very important because it provided the bridge between the rail system that people had been comfortable with and had used for decades and the dawning and emerging air system that we would become comfortable with and use into the future.